Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. Now, the time right now is 12:22 p.m. Usually around this time I am posting my videos and all that good stuff, but I thought, whatever. All right, guys, as long as I post today, that's all that matters. There's something about having that freedom. Now, it may not be me. I'm just calling out the energy because maybe you guys are probably feeling this way too, where because you guys are going with the flow, it's kind of like, whatever, like I know I'm in flow, so whatever's meant for me is meant for me. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's like you guys are not forcing this energy anymore. For some of you, not everybody, like I said, is on the same page, so it may not resonate for everybody, and that's okay, right? But let's see what you need to know when it comes to life path numbers, career, etc. Okay, let's see what you need to know in general. Now, I will be pulling a few cards from each deck, so this may not resonate for everybody. Please do not force the messages if it doesn't resonate, and if it does, then take what resonates. Okay, you can, sorry, I'm moving my chair. You can, share it with somebody who you resonate with, or this could just be you, all right? So we have life path number 6. This is about being a nurturer, okay? Some of you guys have nurturing energy, or you guys are nurturers, okay? And then we also have universal love with the number 66, so life path number 66. And then we also have life path number 33. Okay, so take what resonates with that. That is confirmation. Now, some of you guys, when it comes to these master numbers or these life path numbers, you may resonate with that. Not everybody, like I said, will, but there is something about nurturing, universal love, and being a teacher at this time. Okay, some of you guys who have these life path numbers could also be feeling called, okay, to step up in certain circumstances right now, okay? Yeah, 6th house and 12th house. This is your physical versus your spiritual health. So this could be like your daily routines. This could be work, okay, your subconscious, right, your dreams, etc. What maybe you see in your dreams, or what your subconscious could be telling you. But there's this nurturing energy that you guys could be wanting to step into when it comes to like your physical or your spiritual, depending on which, or whichever, right? Even when it comes to like the master key, some of you guys are the master key, or you have the master key. This talks about performances when it comes to stages of the houses. Now, this talks about the actors and then the stages in life. So this could mean anything. This could be people you meet, okay, people that you know. House placements could also resonate, when it comes to the people that you know. So when it comes to like the actors and the stages of life, in your physical realm, in your daily routines and work, you could be dealing with a lot of actors, okay? People who like to act or play the part of an NPC, or play the role of, I'm just going to follow what society wants me to do. I'm going to have kids. I'm going to get married. I'm going to move out and have a home and do this and not everybody follows that path the same way. Some people have kids first, then they go to school, then they have the home. Some people have the home first, then they have kids, then they go to school. Not everybody shares the same path of, once you turn 18, you get married and have kids. And then once you do that, you make sure you have a good job, make sure that you have a good home, make sure you have a car, make sure this, make sure that. Like, there's just so much pressure and so much responsibility on people when society is the way that it is right now, when it's like, how can you expect people to even have children right now? First of all, half of the population of people don't even want to bring kids into this world right now because of how chaotic it is. So there's something about maybe you guys are teaching people things too when it comes to that, teaching people not to accept bad things or bad behavior or tolerate certain things, okay, when it comes to performances, actors, okay, even when it comes to spiritual health, the stages in life, you going through the different stages of life, whether this is your work, your subconscious, your dreams, whatever this is, and being able to see the actors that are very significant. So take what resonates with that. Even when it comes to like you going through different acts and stages throughout your life is also significant. Okay, so you probably had one act or stage in your life that was your your baby life, like your elementary life, right? Where you grew up as a child. Then you have your adolescence life where, say you are now a teenager, right? From a teenager into a young teenager, right? Moving into a young adult. Then from a young adult moving into adulthood. Okay, adulthood moving into, maybe a little bit older than that, like in between. So seniority in that sense could be more mature adult in that sense, right? And then you have your senior citizen age and so on and so forth. So there's something about you going through the different stages as well when it comes to that too. That could be confirmation for some of you, okay? We also have here third house versus ninth house. So this could be local, everyday communication, and also your higher philosophy and who you travel around to. So this could be traveling, meaning like, you know, I guess astral projection per se, but also when you're in your dreams, there's also something about that where you guys could have higher philosophies. So take what resonates with that too. That could be confirmation when it comes to, you know, how you show up every day. Are you acting or are you being authentic? And that could be very significant. Even when it comes to higher philosophy and traveling as well, there's something about your subconscious dreams as well. So you're able to travel to different stages of your life when it comes to higher philosophy and travel, whether this is through communication online or whether this is communication through, and I just saw 555 on the timer. So change is significant. So whether this is, like I said, communication through people you may know in your community, so a small group of people, or this is a big group of people where you are networking from wide and far, meaning from different cultures, different people, places, and things. Okay, whatever it is that you do, whether you're a model, a singer, or just a content creator, or someone who just posts all the time, there's something about your energy where you guys are expanding and you guys are reaching near and far. So there's something about your energy being able to travel to different places without having to move a muscle is significant. Yeah, it's part of astral projection for some of you that resonate with that, but there's something about that too where even if you don't know how to astral project, you're still able to travel and connect with people from different walks of life. So networking is significant. Strength as well with oregano. Somebody could be using oregano as of lately, or you guys could be needing to use oregano as of lately, okay? Licorice is significant to amplify something, so amplification could be very significant, and also cilantro when it comes to release. Okay, there's something that's being amplified when it comes to you releasing something. So when it comes to your strength and amplifications, right? So there's something that you amplified or you went through some type of amplification, when it comes to release. Okay, you're releasing something that is being amplified in the energy. So like I said, when it comes to actors and stages of life, okay, there's something about you seeing through that, or it's being amplified so that you can see something for what it is and release that. Okay, so anybody who is performing, and when I say performance, I don't mean like you're literally an actor, okay? Like you're meant to act or things like that. I mean like the fake performances, the fake performancing, the fake, what's the word I'm looking for? The fake kindness, that kind of stuff. Anything that feels like it's being amplified right now, or you could see a lot of things being amplified right now, it's because you need to release that. Okay, so you guys could be using cilantro when it comes to release, or you guys could be releasing a lot of things in your energy, okay? But we have Diana when it comes to moon energy. So yeah, strength, something to do with spiritual health and physical, seen and unseen energy. There's something about you stepping into your independence. There's something about tapping into your feminine instincts. Cancer and Sagittarius energy could be significant. Okay, we also have Hades. So Pluto and Scorpio significant with depth, psychology. Okay, we have ancestral healing and secrets. We have Sappho. So Venus, Libra. This is Libra and Taurus energy. So you guys could be, like I said, into poetry, art, deep love, and bonds, okay? And like I said, it may not resonate for everybody, but this could be confirmation for some of you guys when it comes to like career, okay, what you guys want to do, how you guys want to move forward, etc. Okay, so let me see what else I got here. And this video may not be too long either because like I said, it just talks about career, life path, etc. So cloudy red, okay, when it comes to greed and cruelty. So when it comes to energies, right, like I said, being nurturing or universal love or things like that, there is something about cloudy red. Now, you guys could be dealing with people around you, or this could be past energy where there's a lot of cruelty or a lot of greed. There's a lot of greed right now when it comes to actors and stages. You guys could have dealt with a lot of people that were greedy, okay, and cruel when it comes to the energy. So it's almost like they will do whatever they need to do in order to be number one, okay, or for them to show up number one in whatever lifetime this is. And you don't care for that. You just want truth, right? So releasing people who are greedy could be very significant, okay? Yeah, energy and guidance. You guys are seeking energy and guidance at this time. Now, even when it comes to people being greedy and cruel in your energy, like I said, you guys are releasing that and letting go, okay? I'm going to put these cards back because I didn't want to get two. I just want one more card for clarity. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So sapphire blue is very significant, okay? Like I said, when it comes to your energy, right? When it comes to greed, okay, when it comes to energy, guidance, things like that, things that you guys could be seeing where people could have been trying to hide or keep hidden, okay, in this stage of life as we are actors, okay? There's something about greed and cruelty, like I said, that could be very significant. Like you could have been someone who's very nurturing, or you give a lot of unconditional love or universal love, okay? Whatever this energy is you are a teacher, whether these are your life path numbers or not, or you're seeing angel numbers like 666 or 333 or 333, whatever you're seeing right now, that's confirmation. You're getting divine guidance, okay? Now, for some of you guys, if you want to receive more energy and guidance, maybe wearing dark gray or using the crystal dark gray, the color itself, like you guys can just Google dark gray crystals and it will give you a list of crystals that, you know, you could resonate with, or, you know, like I said, I like for you guys to do the work as well. I'm not going to give you all the tools and not expect you guys to do the work as well. Like I can tell you everything that I'm telling you right now, but it also takes the inner work for you to go online and search certain things or go to the library and read up on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like it only takes that person to do what they need to do in order to make that change. Me making change for myself is taking action where I feel best fits for me. And the same thing goes for you guys as well. Okay, so having a broader perception. Okay, this is about inner peace. Spiritual healing is very significant. You may resonate with that, okay? You may resonate with inner peace. You may resonate with energies like that because maybe you know what it's like to be in chaos. And let's be real, people who have gone through a lot of chaos in their life, meaning they're always going through something, they don't want to be around chaotic people. They don't want to deal with chaos in general. And when I mean chaos, I mean whether this is abuse verbally and physically, okay, whether this is a job treating you poorly, okay, a family situation, a relationship, whatever the situation is, whatever you guys have went through, you guys have done the inner healing. You guys have inner peace and spiritual healing. Even when it comes to death as well, if you guys have gone through deaths in your life, meaning like your parents or friends or family members that you may know of, like some of you guys could have lost the whole entire family tree, and here you are still standing as maybe the last one in your family tree that, you know, is holding down the fort basically, even though you have your good days and your bad days, right? So when it comes to that too, dealing with people could be very frustrating because while you're dealing with your own crap and you're still showing up graceful in other people's energies, you could have other people, like I said, who are very cruel, who are greedy, okay, who are energy vampires, okay? All they want to do is just suck the energy from you, but they don't give you anything in return. It's like you could teach people a lot of things, but what do you get in return? And I know that sometimes it's not about what you give and what you get, but it is true. You can only give so much. It's like somebody giving, you know, something, right? And they know that they need to be paid for that something that they're doing. If they keep doing this something because they love doing it, not because they're getting paid, that's one thing. But at the same time, knowing that everybody has their own life and own responsibilities, it's like you could be showing up for yourself every single day and people still see you showing up for yourself every day and not supporting you. whether this is your business or not, right? Whether this is them knowing that if they gave you that raise, how much that would help you if you were to receive a raise right now, or to receive financial assistance, or just receive emotional support. A lot of people don't know this, and some of you guys are changing careers or changing paths because you realize this about people, right? So again, broader perception is very significant. Take what resonates with that. Okay, there's something about Hetek or Heket, or I hope I'm saying that right, but Pluto moon. Okay, this is about Pluto and the moon, Scorpio and Cancer energy. This is magic. Okay, maybe dealing with certain crossroads with certain people because maybe you're tapping into your magic and maybe they don't realize that that's what helps you resonate, or you resonate better that way when you tap in. Other people may like to use other people because of whatever reasonings they have behind that, but you're not like that. You're protective, you're intuitive. Okay, you know when something is at a crossroads and you know when to let up or let that go. Okay, we also have Lilith. Okay, so Scorpio and Aquarius energy. This is about shadow, feminine, independence, sexuality as well, rebellion, and wild self. Even that too, when it comes to your sexuality, whether you're a male or female, you could have people that are questioning your sexuality, or, you know, you maybe question your sexuality because of the way people maybe, the way that they carry themselves or how they act, right? But you could be also somebody who doesn't care. It doesn't matter what you do in your personal life, okay, or how you connect with your personal self. As long as you're a good person and you're not killing and stealing and lying and scamming and all those bad things, right, that most people are doing in this world anyways, I feel like you're more than a good person. You know, like, I feel like if you're not shooting schools or, you know, using your gun for unnecessary reasons and things like that, things that people do because, I don't know, maybe they're bored or maybe they just need help mentally. And instead of seeking that mental help, instead they do things to torment people who are actually just trying to live a normal life. And that is significant as well. So yeah, shadow feminine, there's something about your shadows that you may feel like you don't resonate with society because, you know, society maybe wants you to be a certain way, the girl next door. No, maybe you guys love wearing black. Maybe you guys like goth, you know, type of energy, like gothic. You're gothic, right? Nothing is wrong with that. Maybe you're into the spikes, or maybe you're into the high boots, or maybe you're into certain hairstyles. Like, nothing is wrong with that. Even just certain people being in the LGBTQ community, I never understood why people would focus on certain things that had nothing to do with them. That's like someone being mad at me for dating whoever I'm dating if I wasn't dating somebody. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's like, who cares? At the end of the day, if people are doing things that are wrong, why aren't we talking about that? And why are we not coming together about that? Why are we worried about John and Jim like laying in the same bed together? Why does that matter? And that could be something that you guys deal with when it comes to your career, when it comes to like you standing up for certain things that you believe in. You may be the target for certain people because maybe you look a certain way, you act a certain way, you dress a certain way, maybe you are part of a different community, but whatever it is that you do, you're doing what makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody at the same time. So when it comes to your sexuality, when it comes to your shadows, when it comes to that, that could be something that you guys are building strength on and releasing, okay? We have Eros, okay? Venus, Mars, okay? This could be Scorpio, Taurus, Libra energy. This is about passion, desire, your creativity, life force, okay? And having a spark for life, okay? Having a spark when it comes to that energy, right? Like I said, you guys could have been dealing with certain things when it comes to your career. Maybe you guys are thinking about changing your career, or when it comes to spirituality, maybe you guys are thinking about going into, you know, spirituality more, or being more holistic, or dealing with wellness instead of dealing with, you know, people on the day-to-day basis that have this weird energy, especially corporate. Corporate is one of them. Face-to-face customer service in corporate jobs or roles, a lot of people do not know how dark and how dirty it gets, okay? Not every company you see is a good company to work for or work with, and not everybody that you see outside of yourself is a good person either. That is why it's good to have discernment. So some of you guys could be switching jobs, right? You guys could be being more independent. Okay, we have creative director here. We have vet. Okay, working with animals as well. Some of you guys could be tired of dealing with certain people. And so some of you guys could be, you know, working with animals. And when I say tired of dealing with people, it's not that you don't like dealing with the public. But if you are in customer service and you find that you're being verbally abused or attacked, definitely find another job for sure. And I know right now the market is not the greatest, but you have to have faith that you'll find something, because that's not right. You shouldn't go through that. You don't deserve that, right? So we have diplomat. Okay, we have administrator. We have astrologer. Okay, some of you guys could be into astrology. Okay, so when it comes to like moons, the planets, okay, things like that, some of you guys are into that. And also sports teacher is significant too. Some of you guys could be into sports. Okay, when it comes to like the body, the mind. So like I said, wellness, holistic things. Being a coach could be very significant. Okay, ambulance driver may resonate for some of you, and that could be confirmation. We have midwife. Some of you guys could be into, you know, kids, helping people with kids. Okay, being a midwife, salesperson as well. Some of you guys could be into sales. Okay, or some of you guys could have dealt with sales and maybe you guys are changing as well. So yeah, take what resonates with that. Okay, but let's see what else shows up. I'll get one more because now I'm at 20 minutes. Okay, we have pharmacist, and then we have art director. Okay, so some of you may resonate with that. But anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates. Again, thank you guys for the love and the support, like I always say. Okay, whether you resonate or not, thank you for supporting my channel and what I'm building at this moment when it comes to creatives. Even though there's not much I can do for creatives, but just building a small community of people that are into divination, tarot, you know, things that are interesting, mythical, right? Like dragons and things like that, talking about, you know, history and what came up. And I don't mean talking in a way where it's like, I'm right, you're wrong. No, understanding each other, certain topics, learning from one another, okay, being very open, even just reposting other people's things too could be significant as well, and how you may learn. But yeah, that kind of stuff, right? Being very unique and being clairvoyant, or, you know, clairaudient or neurodivergent, whatever it is, right? Because I feel like a lot of us go through a lot of circumstances and situations, but it's almost like we go through it alone. So for some of you too, when it comes to meeting people that are similar to you, that could be also a blessing in disguise, whether or not, you know, you and that person do exactly the same thing to a T. It doesn't have to be like that. It could just be you talking about things from the past or past life things, or just seeking more wisdom and knowledge and understanding, that kind of thing, like philosophy and, you know, REM sleep and all that good stuff. Some of you are into that, and nothing is wrong with that, right? And that's okay to resonate with people who actually, you know, understand that part of you. You know, you don't want to be talking about astrology and somebody being like, oh, you're one of those. All you do is talk about astrology. Like, you know, those people that are just sour. Like, it's okay for them to talk about like constellation stars and science and stuff like that. And then you're looking at them like, so if you're talking about science, then what am I talking about then? Like, be for real. And some of you guys could be like that. Like, a lot of people will discourage you from doing something that you know that you love to do, whether it makes you $1 billion or not. It's the fact that your heart is in it and you enjoy doing it regardless of the money that you make from it or not. Yeah, your skills and talents will make you money, but a lot of people think that because they do something and they get money from it, that means that things are going to change or it's going to be fixed, and that's not the case. You have to do something that you truly, genuinely love to do, or else you will always be unhappy. You know, so if that means you have to sell everything and move to a new country, you know, you may not understand how that may work, but you know that something's got to give, you know, like, you know, that kind of thing, like just listening to your inner gut, listening to your inner knowing, not what outside people want you to fear. Okay. One thing that I've noticed about people, that when you're growing, yeah, you do have to keep a lot of your secrets to yourself, because a lot of times people will sit there and say, well, I don't think you should do that. And with me, if somebody was to message me and be like, hey, I want to do this, I'm the first person that's like, oh my gosh, that's cool. So how are you going to execute your plan? How are you going to move forward? Do you have all the things that you need to move forward? Like, I'm one of those people. You have an idea, let's move on. Let's see how you can execute. Not, let's have an idea and wallow and sit in it and say, what if? No, let's take action. Whether this is baby steps or big steps, let's still take action, because guess what? Even if you do what you love to do and it doesn't work out the way that you expected, but you still continue doing it, at least you tried. Okay, guys, at least you tried. You can never say never, versus you living your life wondering if you, hey, could I have done that? Should I have done that? And maybe it's too late for you to do it, because let's be real, age and life, it's among us. Not everybody at their 80s or 70s are able to run around and walk around like a new body. Some people go through a lot of things. Life takes a toll on a lot of people. And a lot of us need to understand that. We need to grow from that. We need to learn from that. Now, do we understand that as a collective and a whole? Yes. Do other people understand that? Maybe not. Okay, and that is why I say to you guys, have discernment. Okay, learn and understand who you want in your energy, who you don't want to. It's okay to know people or get to know people, but you don't have to force friendships. You don't have to force certain things. Just let things be. Let things naturally grow on its own. Okay, a lot of people don't like relationships either because of slow burn, right? Not everybody likes slow burn relationships. Not everybody likes fast relationships either, right? But then at the same time, you still have to find a happy medium. That is the problem nowadays, is not everybody's finding a happy medium when it comes to certain situations, right? It's almost like everybody wants to be right and everybody wants to point the finger at everybody being wrong, but nobody wants to point the finger at themselves and say, you know what? Maybe if I remove myself from the situation, things could possibly change. Because you're not the problem sometimes. It's the environment. Okay, so take what resonates with that. I'm going to leave it here when it comes to career, jobs, okay, environments, people, places, and things. Okay, do what makes you happy. Understand that not everything is, worth it. Not every job is worth it. Okay, the money might be amazing. Okay, whatever it is that you're looking at, it may look amazing, but it's not worth it. Okay, your time, your energy, that is worth it. Okay, it's like people who work at jobs that pay like 80K a year, and literally they're doing everything under the sun, but there's no time for you to go home and spend time with your family or your kids or anything like that. And some of you guys are in this mind frame too, where you're thinking about things like that. Like, I know my job pays me well, and I know the job market is bad, but at the same time, I need to figure out something because I cannot move on like this. Like, some of you guys could be thinking like that, or, the way society is moving, you guys are also thinking about things like that. Almost like a lot of people who are doing a lot of jobs that were just whatever the system wants you to do. Some of you guys are thinking about different ways of how you can make a change in other people's lives in a positive way. And I think that's really good. I think that's beneficial, and I think that's amazing. All right, guys. So whatever this is, when it comes to career, life path, and things like that, keep moving forward. Keep doing what makes you happy. Listen to your gut. Like in one of my readings said this, listen to your inner knowing, your intuition, because 9 times out of 10, you are right about a lot of things. Okay, but because society wants us to second guess our psychic abilities or whatever it is that we are tapped into, you could be going through like pull and push. Okay, but still trust that whatever path that you're on, it's the right path. Okay, guys, I love you guys. I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, check out my website at www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. You guys can check out my blog or book a reading. And like I said, I did make a blog post about Aries season. You guys can check that out. It's nothing long, but it's just so that you guys can get an idea what to expect or what the energy could feel or look like during this month for Aries season, right? And also a little bit of next month too. Okay, so take what resonates with you guys. Like I said, use your gut, listen to your gut, have discernment, okay? Because like I said, you guys are always right, all right, guys? When it comes to you following that path or following that inner knowing, okay? But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time, all right, guys? And don't allow anyone to make you feel stagnant. Keep moving forward, even if you are in the stillness type of period and there's not much you can really do. Still do things to make it seem like you're moving, whether this is listening to music, dancing, going for a walk, whatever it is that you have to do that, okay, guys? Because whatever it is that you guys are doing energetically, something is changing, something is working, okay? So take it from there at least. At least you know that much. Whether you can't see it or not, something is changing. All right, guys. But I love you guys. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys. Bye.